The way I got into surveying, I always had a passion for math and mathematics. And so when I got into college, I first went in to study business. Didn't catch my attention, so I went into drafting engineering just because when I was young, I liked to draw, and I would even use scale factor to magnify my drawings as well. So when I went into drafting and engineering, it hit the spot a little bit, but I kind of also kept looking out the window. I wanted to go outside and work outside as well. So I told my advisor, you know what, I don't want to waste another semester or keep changing my major. I'm not happy with this one though. So she was like, well, what do you like? She was the one basically asking me, what's your passion? So I told her I like to draw, I like math, I like being outside. So that's when she was like, let me introduce you to Ron Forsbauer. He's a surveyor. And so I was like, okay, I didn't know what surveying was at the time. And so she took me to Ron Forsbauer, and he gave me the gist of all surveying, and he showed me the equipment and the way it's used and why it's used for what purposes. And I was consumed. I loved it, and I changed, and I didn't regret my decision. I love surveying, I love being outside. The math is included, the drawing, and everything. The student competition was based on high precision vertical control, and we chose to survey an arroyo, get the vertical elevations of the arroyo, set vertical control. And what we did, we first used a level, and we ran a level loop around the arroyo, tied back into an Albuquerque monument, city monument, and we ran the level. After that, we gathered GPS data points, hundreds of points, to create a nice looking topographic map. After that, we used total station to fill in the points that the GPS could not get because things were in the way and couldn't receive signal. So we filled those points in with total station. We also used a drone. We drew the flight plan on the tablet, and the drone, our instructor Ronald Forsbauer set it out to fly, and it flew around the site for about 2 minutes and gathered about 42 photos and made a mosaic of the whole site. We compared the drone data with the GPS data, and it was quite the same. It was definitely beneficial to test out a couple pieces of equipment, not just the total station or not just the GPS or just the drone. The comparisons we made were able to help us hopefully in the future to make those decisions on what type of surveys we have, especially what amount of time we have, because some surveys with some survey equipment takes a lot longer than other equipment to gather data. So everything would come into play. Questions like how much time do we have, what precision of accuracy do you need, things like that would come into play. And yes, it was very beneficial.